Hi, I'm Crispy, and today I'm going to do a really quick modification stroke fix on these little air vents. Now the little foamy bits deteriorate. Now I thought I might as well do this while I had all the dash out. Now why have I had the dash out my Corrado? Well, I've fitted air conditioning, or in the process of fitting air conditioning, so everything's all out. And if you're interested in fitting air conditioning to your Mark II, Mark III or Corrado, because I think it will pretty much fit in all those, using readily available Mark IV items, click subscribe, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be able to publish that video once I've got it all up and working. But for now, let's get back to this mod. It's going to be really quick. So inside here seems to be very similar foam to the packing foam that they put around the cables, which is all old and disintegrated. That's just what I've pulled out, powder. I've tried using various bits of tape and sticking stuff on in the past when I've just been trying to stop the air from coming through those vents. It hasn't really been great. So while it's all apart, I've hit upon a little idea. So I've took some normal packing foam that you get round items, and I've sprayed sections of it just black, which I can repaint it afterwards, but just to get it started. Right, I'm going to have a go at disassembling this. Okay. So now I've got that apart, you can actually see the foam runs all the way down the middle. So essentially, that little square bit is the bit that's solid plastic, so it fills up all that gap and a little bit further. So I'm going to cut round that as the wind tries to take everything up. It's going to be quite generous round here. Just going to measure that in now. 60 by 30, so 60 by 30. Just about to see the markings on there. Again, this doesn't have to be too exact. This foam is very forgiving, this stuff. Put that in. So hopefully it's got the majority of the foam keeping itself together. Quite close, but still overlapping a little bit. Let's try that on for size. That feels too tight. Just trim it a little bit there. What I'll do, I'll give that some paint round, but I'll crack on and do the others. Right, I've just redone this one because when it was all tucked in and tight, a small amount of area there, it was just pulling out. So I've cut that hole quite a bit smaller, so it stretches and pulls itself in, particularly at that point there. So that was pretty much the right sort of thing, maybe a little bit too big. Using a bit of satin black. Now that that's dry, pretty much see the overspraying bits you can't pick up because it's just absorbed into the plastic. Considering this is well hidden, you can just see a little bit of crinkle. That's where it was actually quite wet. So it's not really going to make much of a difference. Yes, that toughens up the foam. By the time you've worked it a few times, it's going to be spot on. I've already cleaned out the inside of these. So that one goes. Hopefully that looks fairly OEM. So there we've got it. So looking inside, just about to see where that needs a little touch up of paint there. I'll give that another little blast now. But yeah, as it's been worked once or twice, you can see how it seals up there, which is a lot better than having none. And then we put that back in. It is a bit dusty. You can't see those vents, can you? But we know that it's done right. And the same with that one there. It's not going to put any air out, is it? So as you can see, I used quite a very fine packing foam and just painted it because I didn't have anything dark enough. So I think the standard one was a light grey stroke black and very sort of similar spongy material. Ideally I would have used something a bit more like that, which is like that spongy packing. This is actually like off a floor mat, but you know, a dead thin sheet, because ideally you don't want it too thick, too fat, and you want to be able to nip it down. So you might even be able to use a piece of neoprene or something very similar to that, but I didn't have any of that hanging around, and it's certainly making a massive difference to the way that the air comes out and the ability to actually stop it. Or if you know a better foam material or something that we can readily purchase, leave it in the description below, and I might do an updated video in the near future if I find something that I think is going to be a well-worthy substitute and definitely an improvement on that one. But as it is, it works, and that's what I'm quite happy with. So if you're not a subscriber already, please consider subscribing. It certainly helps the channel out. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just go and tap the like button. That's all I ask. For future episodes, I'm definitely going to be working a lot more on the Corrado, because I want to get this back on the road, and I want to see how much miles per gallon I can get out of this TDI conversion, and see whether I can get ESP working properly. But anyway, that's enough for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da!